Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently dying, and that is definitely not ideal. So we're in poor health here, we're probably going to die, and we just kind of need to get our affairs in order. So at this point, our grandson is losing Aleppo. Okay, noted. So this is our current grandson, and he is not our heir. Our actual heir is not in this list right now. So if we wanted to influence the candidacy of our actual heir, that would be this guy, and that would be 903 influence to get him into position. That's a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of odd that we can't, well, we can designate heir. It would have to be here, right? But what we can do is we can go in here and we can do promotion. So we can absolutely do this, and we should. We'll work on promoting our current heir, and that'll boost him up somewhat. So we'll see how long we have before we die. It's basically completely random. So we'll get all of this going. Sure, this is all fine. Cool. And we should spend our influence basically as fast as it comes in. So let's take a look at, say, here. If we were to influence here, this would be not him, but him. 491. Okay, so is there anywhere where we can make sure that our correct heir is going to be in position for 250? We might be able to do that here. So that would be this guy. Yeah, this would work. So we can bump him up in Lebanon. So that looks good for now. And we'll work on promoting him up. Liege conversion has halted. Okay, that's fine. And we died. Okay, so we're going to continue here, and we probably lost some territory. This is not as bad as I expected it to be honest. I expected this to be a lot worse. So we lost Shamar, and we did not end up losing this down here. We lost Aleppo, and we lost Shamar, and that is it. Now, this up here is our father, and this over here is in House Zadoki. She's still considered a fellow vassal, and Leah Zadoki would be her heir, and this guy, well, that's a bit of an issue. The province of Thessaly here, we should make sure that at least someone of our house is part of this. Perhaps our brother. So that would be him. We'll bump him up. So our brother is in line there. Now, our current heir is our brother. We're betrothed to Magdalena here. And how's she doing on stewardship? Actually, she's kind of okay at it. So that's noted. We're going to need a steward, and that'll be this guy. We're going to need a chancellor. That will be this lady for now. Marshal, and we're going to need a spy master. Okay. Now, we're probably a very, very long ways away from here. Yeah. So that's understood. For the moment, we're not worried about that. What I want to do next is I want to subsume this governorship, ideally. That's going to be 600 influence. Okay. So that is noted. So subsuming the governorship gets us the duchy, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's good to know. Now, we could do it the other way and hope that our liege grants that out. Speaking of our liege, we should probably be working on boosting up his opinion, or we could say he's going to die soon, and this guy is going to be the new liege. I don't think we're going to contest him at this time. Our death was unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So for right now, I'm going to work on swaying him, and that looks fine for now. Now, we should choose a lifestyle focus here, and I'm going to go for stewardship and probably domain focus. We're at 7 out of 4. We are going to have a wife in a couple of years here, or we could break this betrothal and get one now, and I'm going to do that. So, let's see. 31 is a bit up there. 24 stewardship is solid. I'm looking for, 20 and 17. That's pretty okay. She's ugly, but she'll do. Done. Okay, so that alliance has expired. And at this point, gaining experience in the governor trait, I mean, we definitely want to boost that up. So we have the governor trait here. That's good. Okay, now over in Damascus, we should probably be working on upgrading our workshops here. And I want to make sure that our spouse, once she arrives, there she is, we want to make sure that she is managing domain. So that'll put us up to 7 of 6. Okay. So this is not fantastic odds here. 55%. Who is this? Neighboring fellow vassal? Sure. Our efforts are in vain? Okay. So at this point, if we go in stewardship and we take domain focus, we would likely be at 7 of 7. And then we can go down the avaricious tree. I think that's what we got to do. Yeah, that puts us at 7 of 7. So that's good. Now, we still have too many counties. That's understood. There's not really anything we can do about this as of right now. We would need our liege to create it and grant it, or we would need to be the co-emperor. If we wanted to be the co-emperor, he would need to not be at war, and we would need 83 reasons. We'd want to boost up our succession score for sure. So that's understood. We're gaining 9.9 influence per month. That's a little lower. Okay. Landed house members with a positive opinion. Noted. So if we look at, say, this guy, he's got 65 opinion. She's got 52. Okay, that looks good. So for now, that seems okay. We need to work up our governor trait. That's absolutely going to be important. We need to get our influence levels up. So to that end, we want to be building things. That's where we want to put our money right now. So we'll get that going. That'll be okay. And a peasant's lot is to serve their lord. So we're going to have some peasant rabble here. This is not a big deal. In fact, this is a good thing for us. We'll raise just our men-at-arms. And 1,500 gold or 350 prestige. We'll take the gold. Thank you very much. So we're going to head in over here. Take them out of Jaffa. No problem. There we go. And that is now over. So we'll enforce those demands. And that's going to gain us 60 influence. So that is good. We need to gain large quantities of influence at this time. So I'm thinking we're just going to build things. And I'd like to build cheap things. Ideally. So that would be things like, these are relatively cheap out over here, but if we come up over this direction, we might be able to find some really cheap things. Ah, yes, like this. That's good. Yeah. I would actually like to get rid of these high temps, but for now, that'll work. There's some very cheap buildings to be built up over here, and these buildings should generate us influence, so that's what we want to do. Just checking through here for now. This one might be okay. Actually, this one is probably cheaper. Yeah, that's fine for now. This will be okay. 306 gold. That looks fine. And this will be 212. So that's probably all the construction we can do for right now. You can see that our income is not the best. Ah, he wants to put us in as steward. We accept. Beautiful. So that looks good. We are now on our liege's council as his steward. So that's going to boost us up somewhat. You can see our brother here is at 472. We ourselves, which is the one that we really want to put on, we ourselves are at... I don't even know. It's going to be low. It's going to be real low. Here we are. We're at number 74. Our succession score is currently 255. We're an imperial counselor, own capital's popular opinion, duchy tier. I'd love to get that up. Powerful family rating. Yeah, I want to check on how our powerful family rating is doing at this point. We're at 231. Okay. Can we petition our liege? Let's see here. What's the timing on that looking like? We just succeeded, so we should be able to, I would think. Apparently not. We should negotiate an alliance with our father for sure. This ransom is okay. We're first in line to inherit Cyprus. Okay, not anymore. That was a big number. It was saying like, what was that? 1.8 billion? I think that's, I I think that's int max, isn't it? Hang on, I gotta check this. Int max. No, that's 2.1 billion. Okay. Maybe that is a different type of numeral, but that's probably some sort of underflow issue. It's fine. So over here in Cyprus, yeah, we're not actually in that. That's understood. We have low county control in Jaffa. We should do something about that. So let's absolutely work that up. And we should definitely be working on at least cultural conversion in some of these areas. So let's head up to, say, Baalbek, and we'll do that. Okay. So I would like to... here we go. This is what we expected. So we have a new leader, and we're going to take 30 influence from acknowledging him. Like I said, we're not looking at this time to challenge him at this time. He is 28, and we are 18. So we'll probably outlive him, but the end of the game is in 21 years. So we'll probably have to help him along a little bit. So that's fine. I do want to go petition him if we can. So petition the Emperor. He's busy participating in a hunt. Okay. That's fine for the moment. So our alliance has been formed. That looks good. I want to continue to find locations where we can build things. Yes. Upgrading this camelry looks good. Okay, so that seems fine. And we're working on boosting up the opinion of this guy. Okay, he also asked us to be his steward. So that's good. That's very, very good. So for the time being, we're biding our time. We've got a little bit of work that we need to do to get our realm back together. There's very, very little, to be honest, that needs to happen here. We need to get Aleppo and Shamar back. And that's it. This is in a way better position than I expected it to be in on that succession. So that's fantastic. Really, really, really good to see. We'll petition the Emperor as soon as we can, and we'll boost up our power levels that way. We should expand our power base at this time. This is something that we should be doing. So who would we want to bring in here? Well, we're probably going to have this be fairly slow for the moment. So that's fine. Who would we be able to bring in for free? Because these phase durations are 145. This is inauspicious. Okay. Well, for the time being, we can get that going. What about bureaucrats? Do we have any bureaucrats that we can bring in for free? No. Okay. And this is because our level of influence is quite low. 13.26 per month, so that's not too bad. We're going to continue to work on building buildings where possible. I want to do cheap building upgrades. That's what we're mostly interested in here right now, is cheap building upgrades to generate influence. So we're just trading gold for influence at this time. This'll do. What else do we have? This is okay. 400 gold is acceptable. Cool. So that looks good for right now. Limited border policy. Okay. I think we can still do this since we're a powerful family, right? Yeah. But of course, we're currently working on expanding our power base. We don't have the influence to do it anyway. So that's absolutely fine. New nobility. Very rude. They are provincials indeed. So how much would this cost? 360? Done. A jihad for Zaporizhia. What is this lady wearing? Oh my, they have quite the fashion sense going on here. Okay, well, we're not going to be a defender. I'm sure St. George will defend us. We are not actually, like, a legitimate Orthodox, right? No. We're not going to transfer any armies. So this is fine for now. This jihad will eventually happen. It is for Zaporizhia, so that's, you know, a little exciting. That would be the kingdom level title of Zaporizhia out here. So, actually, it would be this territory. Well, I'm sure the liege will be capable of dealing with that, right? So, let's see. Who died? Our brother? Okay. That's not the end of the world. So, we have a new brother who's our heir. That's fine. However, this kid is 4 years of age. We're going to need to get an heir ourselves. Our wife is currently ill. So that's, you know, not ideal. And we failed to sway the Emperor, but that's also absolutely fine for now. So we're keeping an eye on what's going on over here. I don't think this is going to be a major deal. We have some gold to spend, and I would love to do that. This down over here, that's 500 gold. We can probably find something that's cheaper. Yeah, this is good. So now we can petition the Emperor, and I want to do that. I want to grant a family governorship appointment, but we can't actually do that. We could do a family council appointment, or we could just ask for gold. This will cost 100. I was planning on doing a family governorship appointment. Maybe we're not interested in asking him for anything for 100 influence. However, we could hold a feast. We'll need to wait for a little bit more gold to come in order to do that. But that would definitely generate us some influence, and building up our influence level would be really, really good. So that would be fantastic. Who is staying here? The Emperor is staying. Maybe we can help him out. He's apparently staying with us for a little bit. So we'll see what the options are. 80% chance of success, 86% chance of success. Done. Everything is sorted and fine. Hopefully. So that looks okay. We have all of this equipped, of course, and some of this is going to go away. We're currently gaining, like, some prestige here. And what journal did we equip? Yeah, this is fine. Okay, looks good. 80% chance here. Yeah, we'll do that. Better than even chance. That's a way better than even chance, actually. And are we actually staying at his place? Yeah, we're staying at his place right now. Okay. So this one's only a 55% chance. I'm going to go to bed. We'll see what he thinks of that. We got 2 good chances there, and apparently he was happy. Yeah, we fixed the place up. He gained 10 opinion. Fantastic. So he is currently at 24 opinion. That's not very high. That is understood. We will need to get some more of this construction completed, of course. Oh, look at this. There's actually empty building slots here. Wild stuff. We'll put in hospices here. Okay, so then we'll upgrade this cattle pasture. We can definitely upgrade this blacksmith. That looks good. And here's an empty building slot as well. Cattle pasture, blacksmith, or the grazing land? No, we're going to go with the blacksmith for sure here. There we go. And as you can see, we are starting to get some payoff from that. Influence is coming in. And now what I want to do is I want to work on subsuming this governorship, but we need to expand this power base first. I'd really like to get up into the persuasive level of government here. That's going to be on the next month tick, and that will hopefully get us what we need to get some people in here. Okay, there's our level of influence gained. So at this point, this lady would join. We'll absolutely bring her in. That's going to bring us down to 102 phase duration. So we can cut that roughly in half by bringing one of these guys in. Would you come in if we had scheme advantages? Maybe. He'd come in for prestige. Honestly, we'll do the prestige. That'll drop our phase duration down to 52 days per phase. That's good. What do we got here? Shadow over Ma'ab. Yeah, we'll definitely want to bring in a physician here. So that's understood. And at this point, we want to see, is there anybody here that would come in? We don't need all that much. Actually, our father would. That looks good. And that's actually enough. But we can bring the rest of these in if we've got anybody at all who's willing to do this for free. Yeah, you'll do. And then you'll do. Perfect. So at this point, we just need to bring that up. 900 gold? Sure. That's a lot of gold. Okay. We'll do a soft approach here. And is our current personal physician on control plagues? No, we should do that. There we go. That looks good. We'll be out of debt very shortly here, so that's not a major concern. This is going to be like 2 months of being in debt, so that's fine for now. And we are overextended, of course. Actually, our vassal here is giving us a gift, just pulling us basically out of debt for nothing. He wanted to help out. That's very nice of him. So we just finished up some additional constructions here, and that is great. We do need to get this scheme completed. Now we're at 50% odds here. So we do need to continue to let this go for a little bit, and that'll be fine. Now, we probably should work on getting some scheming going here, but I want to get this lifestyle focus in the avaricious tree for a little bit anyway. I'd like to get our domain limit up to 7 of 8 eventually, but for now, it's fine. Our wife now has measles as well. Okay. Well, she was ill and then immediately caught measles, so... That's, you know, not necessarily great. We need to get an heir eventually. So raised taxes are definitely a thing that we could do. Special levy for 5 years. Okay, yeah, we'll do a minor collection. That looks good. So as we can see, there are definitely measles here. We can enter seclusion for a little bit here. We'll gain 20 stress because we're brave, but yeah, let's reduce our chance of being infected by measles. We don't have a proper heir, we just have our brother here, and that would be problematic if we were to die of measles here. That's for sure. So we'll do that for now. We'll emerge from seclusion eventually, and this is fine. So while this is happening, we will, of course, continue to work on some investments. And, I mean, this is 600 gold. That's a little up there. This would be 450. I guess that's fine. We can get some of these going. We need to be putting a lot of money into building up our influence levels. So that looks fine. We're going to get our power base expanded soon. There's our county control. That looks great. Okay. And more duties of our governor coming in here. Perfect. So this level of controlling will be soon enough. That's actually doing pretty good. Our wife no longer has measles, and our father promoted our candidacy, so that's great. We're very happy about that. But we need to get this scheme completed. Abundant flora, huh? I don't think that would actually help. That would just be popular opinion. We don't need the prestige. The gold is more relevant right now, I feel like. So we'll keep the gold. That looks good. So we're interested in getting more constructions built, of course. Basically anything that we can afford at this point, we want to get going. So we'll do that because we need to farm up a lot of prestige. Or not prestige. We need to farm up a lot of influence if we're going to make a play for the Byzantine Empire, which we're absolutely going to do. I want to be clear about that. So we can get an upgrade going here. That's very cheap. Our liege is converting. That's not ideal. What is this betrothal? This would be to our uncle. And this is a standard marriage. Done. Expanding our family is good. So for now, this is absolutely a-okay. We'll gain some tyranny. That seems fine. Hopefully these measles will go away pretty soon. This isn't a terrible plague, but it definitely needs to be a thing. Governor Hoshia's stewardship would go up. Done. Okay, so we're at 87 on our power base expansion at this point. This is going up by 8.5 per phase. So we should be ready to run this on the next tick here. We don't need another intermediary here either. So we'll just run this on the next tick. It'll be at the cap. There'll be no more for it to do. So that looks good. And it looks like this plague is beginning to pass. I think it's lessening at this point. That's fantastic. Hopefully we just never catch the measles. So we've got about 50 days on this. We have a stewardship perk available now, and let's see. This would be 67% chance that we gain a stewardship skill. Done. Aw, we didn't get it. That's sad. But we can demand payment for hooks. That'll be fine. We'll take golden obligations. Okay, so we're ready to run this scheme at this point, and we will do that. And my question is, do we even want to go after Aleppo and Shamar right now? Or do we want to first make a play for the Byzantine Empire and get rid of this too many counties penalty? That's probably what we want to do. So if we look at this, we can see that we are currently position 31. If we were to influence this, we could influence this by 375. Okay. So that's noted. We could definitely get some people to follow us in this, but that would be relatively expensive. I think we need to spend a little time consolidating first, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our push to take over the Byzantine Empire. We might be able to get this guy to declare us co-emperor at a certain point. We will see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.